welcome to another episode of Positive Exchange. Today I have with me Renzo Cortez, who currently works with us at Harris County Public Health. Thank you for joining us, Renzo. Can you talk a little bit about what you do at Harris County?
Sure. Thank you for inviting me, first of all. I'm one of our risk reduction specialists. So I'm out there in the community, in the trenches, just trying to spread the word, try to spread the awareness, connecting with anybody, to be honest with you, anybody that's needing our services or just wanting more information about our services. I'm always out here to lend that lending hand and try to be that connection for that one person.
Yes. And if you guys don't know, we are in Montrose every month. We're now currently going out on Sundays to provide testing and information to the public. So talk to me a little bit about our past event this weekend. You had a huge part in it.
Yes, this Sunday was a blast, to be honest with you. It was a really good turnout. I think that we surpassed a lot of the expectations of what was, I guess, expected due to just because of COVID. I know COVID was a very big thing, unfortunately.
Right.
But, everybody was out there and we were out there. We were in the mix of things and it was a blast. We had music going. We had free goodies.
Yeah.
Thanks to Alberto, he was out there promoting that side of the things. You and I actually got to go out with Miss Peta, and we just spread the word, just saying, "Hey, we're here. Just come on by to either see what's up or just at least say hello."
Yeah.
So I think that was a really positive thing, and I really enjoyed that because you really saw the gratitude from everybody of just us being there. So
Right.
that was really nice and satisfying.
Yes, and if you guys don't know, we pretty much provide testing for anyone in Harris County, Houston. All you have to do is text 281-962-8378. And you were telling me a little bit before this call that the phone's been blowing up, right? We've been getting a lot of people.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of people. So definitely, I do believe that because of Sunday's event was a very big catalyst to start that up. The good thing about that is that we're at least we're doing our little part of what we control in this little piece of land, right? And
Right.
just getting the word out there.
Yes.
And I think the one misunfortunate is when we just talk about just Harris County, how big it is,
Right.
and what has happened in the last year, even this past last month. There's a lot of things that go undermined in the sense of like a lot of folks don't even realize that we're out here.
Right.
That Harris County, the taxpayers, have a health department that has a department within itself that wants to be out here and provide those services for you,
Right.
specifically for testing for HIV, getting anybody and everybody linked to the care that I feel that they deserve.
Yes.
Because we're all human beings. We all deserve some type of empathy on things, and we're just wanting to reach out and do our due diligence.
Right.
And and I think that's especially from this Sunday's event going into this week, you saw that actually like stir up something, and it was really
Right.
nice. It's
Yeah.
been really gratifying. So
Yeah.
definitely it's been an awesome pleasure to or experience to have experienced.
Yes, and so you come to us from the TB department, and if you guys don't know, Harris County has public health has several departments that all kind of work together to create to kind of help the public and kind of make sure that the public has what it needs as far as public health and supplies and pretty much kind of keep everything going. So tell me a little bit about coming from TB into a new department.
So the transition has been very nice. As Hugo just stated, I came into Harris County as one of the X-ray techs for the TB department. Just a little quick tidbit of that: TB is just an airborne germ. Really, anybody and everybody can catch it. And what that department does is provide those services for those who are needing those kind of services, whether it be just testing or even treatment, and monitoring that treatment also. Transitioning from there to where I'm at now has
Mm-hmm.
been an awesome experience. Again, not knowing that we exist, I didn't even know we exist until I finally was able to talk around and say, hey, look,
Yeah.
HIV is here, and I'm like,
Right.
whoa. So definitely now coming in here and playing a part, I'm having a really, really awesome time of being part of a team that's being out here and doing that footwork and getting the message out there. Our message is not necessarily to say that, okay, um, what's the word I'm looking for? If you need help, we're here.
Yes.
Whether
Right.
it be just testing or just being connected to somebody that can provide you further assistance.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for. And really just across, Harris County as a department, as a health department, that's what that role is.
Right.
It's not necessarily to say, to get people in trouble, but to at least just provide the other end and provide services and be that shining beam for somebody that is in the dark
Hmm.
and didn't know that they needed something and didn't realize that they have those resources, and that's
Right.
what we're here for. you
Yeah.
know so
Exactly. Exactly. Well said. So as far as, understanding HIV and statuses, talk to me a little bit about um, kind of the not necessarily the stats in the Latinx and Black communities, but more like the prevalence of HIV being in our communities.
so when we think about HIV, it's a very big scary monster. We can put the blame on anything and everything, right?
Hmm.
What I think the new message or something that should be altered is that HIV is not biased to anybody or anyone. It is open and unfortunately available to everybody and anybody. you
Yeah.
know and when we talk about our subcultures and statistics and stuff like that, that's where that whole the conception of, oh, this is a scary thing. No, because I'm not part of this
Yeah.
um, ethnic group or part of that statistic, I'm
Yes.
okay. Well, just that's one way to think about it, but
Right.
to tell you that's a correct way, I mean, that's up to one's discretion. What I can tell you is that, again, unfortunately and fortunately, HIV is not biased to anybody or to
No.
anybody. So
Hmm.
just knowing, just the simple, just taking that first step of just going out there, it's just like getting your blood drawn for a normal physical, whether it be diabetes, cholesterol, whatever. Same
Right.
thing for HIV. Whatever certain things that you've heard or dogmas that you might think of it, knowing your status does not hurt in one bit or any kind of way. Feeling
Yes.
comfortable with your own self and knowing that you have that choice
Yeah.
of either preventing something or at least reaching out and being guided to whatever resources that you're needing for whatever it may be.
Hmm.
There's something satisfying about that,
Right.
and it's okay to go out our comfort zones, especially when we talk about this topic. Let's try to normalize it in a way, in a sense of, um, the goal is, when it comes down to HIV prevention, is to
Hmm.
eradicate it. But
Right.
it doesn't just take you, Hugo. It doesn't just take myself, and it doesn't just take the teams that are in this field. It takes everybody as a whole to
Right.
try to end a pandemic. Unfortunately, we're now realizing what a pandemic can really do. We
Yes.
think about from last year at this time to this now, and how much
Yeah.
has happened in that year. And we talk about, HIV, how big that is. If it's been going on, unfortunately, for over some time, and it hasn't just necessarily put a burden on just one specific group or just a specific gender or anything like that.
Gender.
It
Yeah.
just as a whole, it has
Yeah.
unfortunately played some type of role, intricate role, on how somebody lives their day-to-day life.
Right.
And it's played an effect, not just for them, but those around them, whether it
Right.
be loved ones, coworkers, whatever. So
Yeah.
we all need to get into the mix and just have a better understanding. Hey, we're here to lend a hand.
Yes.
Let's get you
Definitely.
into that right direction.
Hmm.
Here are the tools. Now, hopefully, we've presented those tools, and somebody feels comfortable in using those tools and getting to the resources that they're needing.
Yes, definitely. I think on Sunday we saw a lot of different people. We saw gay, cis, straight,
Hmm.
women, men, all of all ages and ethnic backgrounds. And I think that, you know, it HIV may target our the LGBT community a little bit more, but that's not to say that it doesn't happen in the straight communities as well. And
Right,
there's a lot of stigma around getting tested for HIV, but I think what we're doing is we're trying to normalize this idea that
right,
getting a test is as regular as, getting your blood pressure checked or, checking your fever if you don't feel good. I mean, it's just one of those things. It's just part of your everyday health. What are your thoughts on our program and how we are different a little bit from other programs?
well, not to toot our own horn, I think just the personnel, right? Yourself, our other teammates, kind of set this apart. I think we all have a common ground in the sense of just wanting to help
Yeah,
uh, anybody and everybody, right?
right,
And we talk about who we want to talk, who we want to help. Just in general, we just want to help everybody.
right.
The other thing that sets us apart is I think we're more approachable. Um, Not only are we just saying, "Hey, come to us," but we're also coming to you. We're
Yes,
saying, "Hey, we're here. What's
right.
up? Hi."
Yeah,
We
right.
talk about just trying to normalizing that whole status, just knowing your status. I think
Yeah,
that's what we're all in some way or another. Everybody's in agreement with just
right,
knowing your status and knowing that hey, we can provide a service, and helping those who are needing it or wanting it. We're all working as a team, and then
right.
that within itself is also gratifying. And then you think about reaching out to the public. I think the public can absorb that and feel that. So that kind of sets us on that tier. We're like,
Right.
okay, we're gonna watch out for Harris
Yes,
County in the sense of like,
definitely.
okay, what else can they provide for us, and how can we help them
Right,
because they're helping us.
right.
So
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly. Is there anything you want to say to the community at large, specifically the Latinx community, who's sometimes has more of a stigma associated with, getting medical attention or going to doctors, that sort of thing.
Well, I know that just in the Hispanic culture, we talk about cultures. Everybody comes from a different culture, but oddly enough, we have similarities in our cultures.
Right.
I think, and when we're talking about Hispanic culture, that stigma of trying to find help, is just kind of those taboo things that you kind of keep it internal. And, if you need help, you only ask for a little bit of help. And at
Hmm.
that, you only ask specific people. Well, I'm here to tell you let's break that stigma. It's okay just to walk up to a clinic and say, "Hey, I'm needing I'm needing help. I need help with my health."
Yes.
Um, and
Yeah.
then when we talk about HIV and what it's associated with, um, yes, unfortunately, yes, it is stigmatized to sex and that whole aspect.
Hmm.
Well, I think we need to start at the younger generation and helping them understand one, it's okay to ask for help. Two, there are resources that prevent certain things from happening, and just the education. Let's get people educated, especially in the Spanish community. This whole thing of I don't need help, I'm tough enough. You don't realize it that you need help until you actually need the help. But if you
Yeah.
have that education, you don't want you can, or at least information at your fingertips of understanding what it is. At least you could put yourself in a position where like, okay, I have that piece of information. I'm gonna keep it in
Yeah.
the back. I know that if I go down this way, I'm okay. But if I go down this an alternate route, at least I have this piece of information. I have my safety net, and I can
Yes.
connect that to that route or whatever route that I may go to. If I do get into a situation, I know I've got that piece of information that I can refer back to.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah. Very well said. I think that you hit the nail on the head. Yeah, I think that communication and information is key, and understanding and education. Yeah. So Renzo, you've been a pleasure to talk to today. Thank you so much for kind of giving us your perspective on everything.
Yeah.
Any last words to the community?
Um, we're here, guys. Don't hesitate. Nobody's here to make any choice other than just getting you the right choice into the right direction. So don't hesitate. Reach out to us. We're here.
Gotcha, gotcha. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Alrighty.
I'll talk to y'all soon.
Yes, yes. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for another episode of Positive Exchange.